Well, hello, it's Sheila back again with another tutorial. This time I'm going to show you how to do this mock rib. It's 1x1 mock rib, and as you can see it's the 1x1, the knit one purl one on that side, but it's not the same on the other side, so it's only ribbed on one side and knitted plain across on the other side. I'll show how to do this now. So you're knitting an ordinary plain 1x1 rib. So it's knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one, and that's all we're doing across the rows, just a knit one, purl one row. And this is a kind of rib where if you're doing all ordinary knit one, purl one rib, it pulls the knitting in so it goes narrow. But this stops it from doing that, which is what you might want on some sweaters or cardigans. Instead of pulling it in tight, it keeps it normal. So that's the knit one, purl one row. And as you can see, the knit stitch and the purl stitch, and knit stitch and the purl stitch. And for the second row, and I have an odd number of stitches on, so you'll notice I started with a knit stitch and I finished with a knit stitch. So you have to have an odd number of stitches, and it's best for the start and finish with the same stitch. So any odd number of stitches does for this stitch. And then the second row is just purl, and it's just purl stitch all the way across the row. No knit one or purl one, just a purl stitch all the way across the row. Very simple. Now almost to the end of the row. And that's just the purl row knitted straight across. And then your next row again is just another knit one, purl one, and that's all it is. There's 2 rows to the pattern. Knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one. And that's all you do all the way across the row, knit one, purl one, and the second row is purl. It's a very easy stitch, but has a nice effect on the whatever you're making with it, a sweater or cardigan. And it's also suitable for doing hats, which we don't need at the moment. It's hats are a winter thing, but you can do a mock rib like this on a hat, and it looks quite nice on it. On my last 3 stitches. And if you notice, I always knit into the back of the last knit stitch like that. And that keeps your edges neat. It does. You don't need to do that on the row you start with, but it's best to do it on the row that on the stitch you finish with. So it keeps that edge nice and neat. And then again, you look on the other side. There's actually, I have used this pattern when my boys were little. I used to make the cardigans for them, and I sometimes use this as the main side because it looks quite a nice pattern as well when you hold it up close and have a better look. It does make a nice pattern with a difference. So that's my mock 1x1 rib. Very easy for any beginner. So if you like this, would like to see more, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll show you more patterns when I get round to them. So bye for now.